I was honestly gobsmacked when I saw this headline today. I cannot believe that I am reading this in 2024. Councils and universities urged to boycott Holocaust Memorial Day. You cannot make this up. How is this happening in 2024? Ever since the October 7th attacks, which were well over a year ago now, I mean, the antisemitism has just surged to a point that, it just absolutely horrifies me and makes me think that we learned absolutely nothing from that horrible, horrible Holocaust that happened all those years ago, where 6 million Jews lost their lives very, very sadly. And, I thought after I read this headline, please tell me that the only reason why universities and councils are being told not to hold these events is because of the safety of Jewish students. I think it's absolutely horrifying if it is the case that it is unsafe to do so. That says a lot about the people in this country, that there are enough of them that are so hostile to Jews that it would make an event unsafe. But I thought, please at least tell me that that is the only reason why, and it's not because they think they don't deserve it. Oh no, they don't think that the Jewish community deserves to have a Holocaust Memorial Day when 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. You think they don't deserve one day of the year? Especially given that the pro-Palestine lot get to march the streets every single Saturday. I mean, this is just genuinely unbelievable. My blood is absolutely boiling. So take a look at what was in the Telegraph today. An Iran-linked group funded by a registered charity is urging councils and universities to boycott Holocaust Memorial Day. The Islamic Human Rights Commission, IHRC, has written to 460 town halls and educational institutions, calling on them to snub the official commemorations at the end of the month. Why? Because it's morally unacceptable. I can't believe this. Morally unacceptable that Gaza is not included as a genocide alongside the Holocaust. Where do I even start? I'm lost for words. It is just absolutely unbelievable the argument is being made there. Okay, so you can only have a Holocaust Memorial Day if you talk about the Holocaust alongside Gaza as a genocide that is just as bad. Okay, I do not think what is happening in Gaza is anything like the Holocaust. I think it's absolutely bonkers them putting the word genocide on it. But let's just entertain that idea for a minute just to test their argument. How many people have died in Gaza? What, about 40,000? Various different figures we got going around, but let's say it's 40,000. How many people died in the Holocaust? 6 million. They have one day of the year, Holocaust Memorial Day. You guys get to march the streets every single Saturday to talk about the people who have lost their lives in Gaza. I'm not saying that those lives don't matter, but it's a bit different to what happened to the Jews under the horrendous rule of the Nazis. Completely different events, got nothing to do with each other. Nothing to do with a case where Israel is defending itself against Hamas, who are terrorists, who launched a terrorist attack on Israel. They are defending themselves. They are still holding Israeli hostages. They could have ended the war if they handed those hostages back. Israel is defending itself. It's going to as many lengths as possible to protect innocent civilians. Hamas try to put the death toll up as high as they can by using those civilians as human shields, shooting them if they try to leave areas that they are trying to flee from that are at risk of being bombed. Okay? But we can't talk about the Holocaust. We can't have a Holocaust Memorial Day because of what Israel is doing defending itself right now. I mean, come on. It really makes my blood absolutely boil. Let's have a look at what the chief executive of the Holocaust Educational Trust had to say about this. She says it is shocking and disgraceful This is a cynical attempt to denigrate and undermine the memory of the Holocaust by drawing false parallels between the Holocaust, a unique and unprecedented episode in history, and unrelated current events. Exactly. Unrelated, I think, is absolutely the way to put it. I think it is honestly the strangest argument in the world that is being made, where people are comparing the case of where the Nazis persecuted and killed, tortured Jews en masse to the Jews defending themselves. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You've got people saying, oh, there's a Holocaust going on in Gaza, and I'm like, the Jews aren't dying in Gaza. The Jews are defending themselves against Hamas terrorists, Islamist terrorists, a completely different group. It doesn't make any sense. They're trying to make arguments where there is just no ground for it. You know, now just saying boycott the Holocaust Memorial. I am sorry. You know, the parents of these children, these little woke university students that are standing up now and tweeting away saying, boycott the Holocaust Memorial Day. I would be absolutely disgusted of my child if I was a parent of one of those kids that is saying such a thing. It's just unbelievable. I really hope that this is a small number of people making a noise saying boycott Holocaust Memorial Day. But we'll see what happens, because we did have chaos last year with people coming out essentially having counter protests to Holocaust Memorial Days. I'm sorry, but why do you need to protest against people just remembering people who have sadly died? I'm sorry, but what the hell is wrong with you? You messed up human beings. Anyway, she goes on. Karen Pollock, the chief exec of the Holocaust Educational Trust, she says, such demands, including calls to make the day more inclusive or to insert contemporary political agendas, not only insult the memory of the 6 million Jewish men, women and children who were systematically murdered, but also undermine the fundamental purpose of Holocaust Memorial Day. It's vital that commemorations maintain their focus on the Holocaust, that Jewish victims are properly honoured, and the central role of anti-Semitism is in this genocide is unequivocally recognised. So there we go. I can't believe that this is actually happening in 2024. I can't believe still well over a year after October 7th, we're still dealing with these ridiculously high levels of anti-Semitism. When I learned about the Holocaust in school, when I learned about the Nazis in school, we taught it in past tense, this problem of anti-Semitism. But it is clear we still need to speak about it in present tense, because clearly there are still people on this earth who have not learnt about this. I say on this earth, but sadly also in this country. I know that there are backwards countries where they still have very backwards views about Jewish individuals. But in the UK, I at least thought for most of my life that that wasn't an issue here in this country. But sadly, it still is the case. So all I can say, people, is make sure that on Holocaust Memorial Day, that you speak up. You take a moment to remember those that lost their lives, because we cannot allow this small little minority who shout about on Twitter to ruin that day. It's absolutely unacceptable. It's absolutely disgusting, and these people have no moral compass. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss our future videos. See you soon.
Still watching? Well, I've got a quick ask for you. Recent UK, we're fighting the woke brigade and inspiring young Brits, but we need your help to go bigger. We're hosting a fundraiser and would love you to sign up and share the link on the big day. It's easy, it makes a massive impact, and there are prizes for top fundraisers. Click the Google form in the description to join us. Cheers very much. Let's keep going together.